Feminist tries dating app as a man and loses it. We've seen videos like this before, right? Where they get a taste of a man's reality. You know what I mean? I'll be curious to see how these women act after the case, man. Because I've seen a couple of videos of like women, getting on dating apps and seeing that they ain't getting no attention, pretending to be a man. They see how hard it is to be a man, but I wonder if that makes them move any different, as a woman. Like, hell no, it's not gonna make you move any goddamn different, bro, because you got dick thrown at you 24/7. You feel me? But yeah, man, let's tap in, man. Before we do, make masculinity great again. Bars. Shop, SteveKnight.com, man. And for those that are interested, I do have a self-development online community, man. It's called You Was For You to get you better mentally, physically, financially, all that, bro. Yeah, I mean, so, man, tap in. And without further ado, let's get it.
22, sociology student with a focus on...
This is a Reddit?
Be me.
LOL, dating as a guy can't be that hard, right? Okay.
Be me. 22, sociology student with a focus on narratives of patriarchal resilience. Spend weekends drafting protest plans on internalized misogyny on my university campus. Also think a lot about how to prove that women actually run the world. Organised a library protest once because they kept Jordan Peterson books on the same shelf as women's rights books. Call myself digitally anti-fragile, but block every man who says not all men. Feel pretty righteous. Always believed men had it easy. They don't get creeped on walking at night. They aren't judged for how they dress. They get promoted for just breathing. One night, I'm on Twitter.
That's so interesting, though, man. But, you don't know what you don't know. I got an idea for another video, man. And they not going to like it. The women are not going to like it, bro, because it's the truth. It is what it is. Anyway, let's continue, bro. This is starting off fantastic, bro. She's giving us her raging feminist ass prerequisites, and she's about to get cooked by the man's reality, dog. Anti-fragile bitch, you about to break.
They dress.
Shadow.
They get promoted for just breathing. One night, I'm on Twitter. Post a thread. Reminder, being a man is not hard. It's just unchecked privilege. Gets 1.7k likes. Quote retweeted by some guy. His handle's like Real Mindset Guy, 1991. Eye roll. He replies, try living as a man before you say that. Laugh, react. Quote him, cry about it then. But something about it sticks. Not because he was right, but because I wanted to prove how wrong he was. Text my roommate Sam. Tell her I have a social experiment idea. Gonna create a fake male profile on Tinder and Bumble. Gonna document how easy it is to be a guy. She's in. Says she'll help pick pics. We pick stock images. Mid-tier hot guy, nothing crazy. Beard, soft eyes, bookstore vibe. Name him Noah. Bio says, book lover. Coffee over clubs. Looking for something real. Ready to...
You could tell that's a whole female, bro. You could tell that's a whole female, dog. This should just say, swipe left. Book lover, coffee over clubs. Swipe left. Looking for something real. Swipe left, just on the damn caption alone, man. Women ain't trying to see that. That ain't exciting. That shit boring as hell.
O says, book lover. Coffee over clubs. Looking for something real. Ready to prove a point. Day 1. Swipe for nearly 2 hours. Get 2 matches. 2. One of them unmatches after 10 minutes. Other never replies. What the duck? Figure maybe I picked bad pics. Ask guy friend from school. He looks and says, these are solid. Okay, so it's not the photos. Post on my story. Social experiment. Trying dating apps as a guy. Updates soon. Comments mostly laughing emojis. Except one girl who messages, OMG, you're gonna feel pain.
Hard.
Didn't think much of it.
Hard.
Day 2. Swipe right on everyone. Get 4 matches. One girl opens with, you better be 6 feet. Another asks for Insta immediately. Never replies after I say I don't use it. Third sends 1-word replies. Fourth, never responds at all. Message the one who did reply. Try to keep conversation going. Ask her about her book rec. She replies, just Google it. Start feeling weird. Not sad, not mad, just kind of hollow. Like I'm performing to get basic human interaction. Post update.
It's funny, but fucking terrible at the same time. It's funny because this bitch is getting the taste of most men's reality, bro. But it's sad because that is most men's reality, dog. You just out here performing for basic human interaction. That's why men are giving up. You know what I mean? But it's just, it makes sense for women not to realize how difficult it is to be a man, dog. Right? Like women think women think it's difficult. It's difficult, but you only know what you know, man. It's all about perspective, man. And y'all are comparing y'all's difficult journey to y'all's difficult journey, bro. But comparing that difficult journey to what a man has to do to just be seen, to be acknowledged, bro. The burden of performance, bro. Shit, just on that alone. The burden of performance of a man to be seen in society, to be acknowledged, yet let alone be respected. To be respected, the performance for that, whoo. I'm talking about you got to be a dog or just genetically blessed. And then with that, there's drawbacks to that too, bro. But most men do not have that luxury. You know what I'm talking about? But there is no burden of performance on women in society. There isn't, right? Just look pretty. All the things that y'all struggle with, have a hard time with, is self-inflicted. Y'all put that pressure on yourselves. You know what I'm saying? A beauty standard. They like to say, they love to say, men don't have to be fearful of walking alone in the alley. And first of all, how often does that fucking happen? You know what I'm saying? But you look at the statistics, men are far more likely to be attacked in an alley compared to a fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't got nothing to do with society. It's just, it is what it is, bro. If you were trapped in the alley with a motherfucking lion, what's going to happen? You're going to get ate. That ain't got nothing to do with society. It's just the physical differences between men and women. But as far as the societal burden of expectation on a man and the different avenues a man needs to perform, you know what I'm saying, financially, romantically, relationship-wise, bruh, shit. Women don't stand a fucking chance, dog, and you seen it, bro. Remember that one woman that tried to be a man, they ended up committing suicide because she couldn't handle it? They don't know. They don't fucking know, but you only know what you know. You only know what you know, bro.
Just kind of hollow, like I'm performing to get basic human interaction. Post update, dating app men must be so emotionally repressed from this dry energy LOL, still trying to keep tone light. Day 3. Try Bumble. Women have to message first, get 2 matches, none of them message. I think they're bots too. What even is the point of the app then? Change Noah's bio to be more flirty. Add bonus points if you love hikes and horror films. Swipe again. 1 match.
That sounds like a fucking female. Men don't talk like that. That's not masculine. Don't know man that a woman won't gonna be out here talking about bonus points. You sound like a male feminist. Bonus points if you love hikes and horror films. You sound gay. You don't know how to be a man, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to be a man.
Bonus points if you love hikes and horror films. Swipe again. 1 match. Girl opens with, what do you drive? Tell her. Does a bike count? Unmatched immediately. Text Sam. Okay, maybe this is weirdly hard. She replies, lol duh, welcome to the war zone. Talk to guy friend again. Ask him, is it really like this? He just laughs. Says, I wish I got as many rejections as you. I usually just get ignored. No joke. That hits. Next few days.
She gonna be bawling her eyes out by the end of this, dog. I want to see this shit in a visual, bro. I want to see a video of the girl going through this shit. I'm going to do another social experiment, bro. I'm going to fucking make a fake-ass profile being a woman. But I got to let my girl run it, bro, because I can't sit here and talk like no fucking female, bro. I'm going to feel gay as hell doing that shit.
He just laughs. Says, I wish I got as many rejections as you. I usually just get ignored. No joke. That hits. Next few days. Repeat swiping. Message everyone first. Get left on read. Ghosted. Unmatched. Start changing message openers. Try jokes. Try compliments. Try deep questions. Nothing makes it better. Open YouTube. For some reason, get suggested videos on why men are single now. They're making it look like it's our fault, LOL. Start watching YouTube videos by dating coaches. See titles like Why Women Swipe Right on Only 5% of Men. Thought it was incel talk. Now watching them on 1.5x speed at midnight like it's gospel. Journal entry reads, maybe men don't hate women, they're just exhausted. Immediately cross it out. Day 6. Get one match who replies for more than 3 lines. Her name's Maya. Might sound familiar to some of you. Talking seems decent. She says, so what's your real height? Say 5 feet 10 inches. She says, that's kind of mid, GL. What the duck? This girl's bio literally said, be kind. Spend whole day quiet. Start overthinking. Like, what if the men I dismissed were just tired? Not emotionally unavailable, just worn down. Try not to spiral. But now, every story I remember feels different. The guy who gave me flowers after 2 dates, I told him he was love bombing. The TA who offered to carry my books, I tweeted mansplaining through actions. The guy who held the door open, I ignored him, didn't even look up. Noah's inbox is an absolute graveyard. Realize it's not rejection, it's invisibility. And it stings. Sit at desk, stare at own reflection, feel like apologizing. Don't even know to who, maybe all of them. Text Sam, say, I think I'm done. This isn't funny anymore. She replies, honestly, I thought you'd last 2 days tops. Log out of Noah, delete the apps. Silence feels heavy now. Reopen my thread on Twitter, read the replies, realize how smug I sounded, how loud I was when I didn't know. Go to comment, type something, delete it. Maybe I'll write something one day.
It's going to be that much more drastic for women, too, because you're going from sugar to shit. With men, that's all men know. They don't got no utopian experience to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? So shawty know that's on the other end. So it's easy to just go from this to that, right? But it's going to be hard digesting that because you've been living in delusion for fucking so long. Never land for so long because you get so much attention from men. You take advantage of it, you know, so much so just shitting on men that want to do nice things for you, like hold the door open for you, give you flowers. It makes all the sense in the world why men said, fuck it, giving up. I'm going to live my best life, be the best version of myself, and fuck all these hoes, man, because the stress ain't goddamn worth it. You know what I mean? Like what this struggle right here is the male experience. To a T.
Like, what if the men I dismissed were just tired? Not emotionally unavailable.
Like, what if the men I dismissed were just tired? Not emotionally unavailable, just worn down, trying not to spiral. Fucking bars, man. Because it's facts.
Just worn down. Try not to spiral. But now, every story I remember feels different. The guy who gave me flowers after 2 dates, I told him he was love bombing. The TA who offered to carry my books, I tweeted mansplaining through actions. The guy who held the door open, I ignored him, didn't even look up. Noah's inbox is an absolute graveyard. Realize it's not rejection, it's invisibility. And it stings. Sit at desk, stare at own reflection, feel like apologizing. Don't even know to who, maybe all of them. Text Sam, say, I think I'm done. This isn't funny anymore. She replies, honestly, I thought you'd last 2 days tops. Log out of Noah, delete the apps. Silence feels heavy now. Reopen my thread on Twitter, read the replies, realize how smug I sounded, how loud I was when I didn't know. Go to comment, type something, delete it. Maybe I'll write something one day. Not now. Too busy holding what I just learned. And it's heavy. Next morning, still feel weird. Like I opened a door and saw something I wasn't supposed to. Scroll through group chat, girls talking about their dates. He wore cargo shorts, LOL, immediate ick. This brokey brought coupons to dinner. He said he liked his mom. Red flag, he probably has mommy issues. I used to laugh. Today, just stare. Remember one guy on Noah profile. Messaged, you seem thoughtful. What brings you here? I didn't reply. Too generic, I thought. But now? Maybe he was trying. Maybe that was his best shot. Is that why so many men are gay now? Sit on balcony, sun hitting my legs. Thinking how I used to say, men just don't try anymore. But what if they're trying, and we don't let them finish their sentence? Sip cold coffee. Realize I used to roll my eyes when guys talked about effort. Effort looked like roses, money, reservations. Never thought about the tiny texts. Or typing out a good first message 10 times, then deleting it. Think of the guys I matched with. Some took 24 hours to say, hey. I unmatched before they could try again. Told myself they weren't confident, but maybe they were scared. Like I would be now if I had to try. Text X from freshman year. We ended things when I said he lacked ambition. He replied, I just wanted to enjoy life without proving it. Called him lazy. Never spoke again. Message reads, hey, random, but I hope you're doing well.
It's too
He
late.
replies, wow. Unexpected, but thanks. I am. Heart hits floor. No accusations, no shade, just warmth. How? Go for a walk. Thinking of how I used to filter men. If they didn't have therapist-tier emotional intelligence by date 2, unmatched. If they liked Joe Rogan or didn't post BLM stuff, unmatched. If they complimented my looks first, unmatched. If they didn't, also unmatched. Realize. Maybe we weren't looking for love. We were filtering out any man who acted like one. Open Instagram. See post from activist friend. Reminder, men owe us better. Scroll past. Don't even like it. First time that's happened. Meet Sam later that night. She's like, so what's the debrief? I tell her. I don't think men are okay. She laughs. Duh. But I mean it. Tell her about Noah, about the ghosting, the dryness, the rejection without reason, how it's not just about ego, it's about erasure. Sam quiet for a second, then goes, but they still run everything, so... I nod, but inside I think, if that's power, why does it feel so cold? Next day, see my male co-worker, Marcus, used to think he was cringy, too nice, always brought in snacks, asked if people needed help with tasks. We made fun of him in DMs. Today, I just say, hey, thanks for always being thoughtful. He pauses like I spoke in Morse code, then says, wow, thanks. His voice cracked a bit. Think of all the times I dismissed kindness, called it manipulative, coded every male action as suspect. Now wonder what they must think of us. Walk back to my desk, feel my face hot. Why did it take me 4 years to say thanks? Remember, in sophomore year. He stayed late helping us on a group project. One of the girls joked, Marcus just wants attention. We all laughed. He didn't. I thought he was too sensitive. Now I know he was probably just done being a joke. How many other guys had I laughed at for being decent? How many did I push closer to silence? Must be some male brainwashing. Can't believe I'm thinking so hard about all this. Suddenly, had a thought. Remember many guys talking about asking other dudes for advice on Reddit. Seems like a thing only insecure men would do, but okay. Log into Reddit. Go to r/askmen. Start reading old posts. One says, what's something women will never understand about being a man? Top reply, we don't get touched. Ever. Another says, we can go weeks without a compliment. No one asks us if we're okay unless we're dying. I scroll for an hour. Feel tears forming.
What I say?
Why didn't anyone tell me?
What I
Was it
say?
that-
What I say? She's gonna start crying, dog. Shit's depressing as fuck, bro. Shit's depressing as fuck, man. It ain't gotta be though. It ain't gotta be, bro. I hope this is fucking real, but even if it ain't real, the story is very accurate to what's going on with men today. One of the biggest reasons why I started a community, bro, to have men pull up and have a fucking place to be seen and be heard and shoot the shit with and network and get advice and give advice and all that, man. I mean, I can't give y'all no women. You know what I mean? It ain't no dating type of situation, bro, but, you know, still in confidence, becoming confident enough, you know what I mean, developing yourself financially, physically, mentally, where you're able to go out here and talk to women confidently, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. But yeah, man. Like I hate acknowledging the fact that the male experience is so depressing because men are lucky enough to be born men, and when done correctly, it can be such a dope experience. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that most men are not afforded the luxury to have the best experience living as a man because of the difficulty in that journey, bro. Right? But that's the goal. That is the goal. That should be the goal, is to equip yourself with the tools necessary to make that journey easy and a pleasant one. Right? But it's all about perspective. It's about how to make the strenuous, difficult tasks part of the pleasure. Right? But yeah, pull up to my community, man. If you feel like I'm talking to you. But let's get back to this.
I scroll for an hour. Feel tears forming. Why didn't anyone tell me? Or did
Why
they?
would they?
And I just muted them all, start journaling. If I'm honest, I wasn't angry at men. I was angry they stopped trying for me. Pause. Delete it. Too raw. Sam texts me. We should write about this. Dating apps is a guy's social piece. Reply, not ready yet. She goes, LOL, don't go full tradwife on me. Laugh. But only with my mouth. Not eyes. Go back on Tinder, scroll as me this time. Messages from dudes again. Some sweet, some weird, some thirsty. But now I read them different. Not all bad. Some awkward, some just trying, some don't know how else to be seen. Start replying. Not because I'm interested, just to not be another silence. Small rebellion. Talk to one guy, mid-tier. Bio says, into jazz and cooking. Asks me my favorite poem. I say, I don't have one. He says, that's okay. Mine changes daily. Pause. That was kind of beautiful. We talk for 2 days. Not flirty, just human. Tells me about his dad passing. His dog growing old. I listen. Then, he ghosts. Feel that sting, but now I get it. He gave more of himself than most ever will. Maybe he ran dry. Maybe he just couldn't do it again. Realize. We expect men to chase, but punish them when they arrive, breathless. Walk to campus. See student group with signs. End male violence. Toxic masculinity hurts everyone. Used to chant with them. Today, I just watch. Think. We don't even ask if men are okay before telling them they're dangerous. Go home.
This is hard.
Sit in silence. Write in journal again. They weren't all bad people, just mostly losers that can't meet our standards, so why should we settle? Still post pro-feminist stories. Still believe in equality, but now. When someone says, men have it easy, I don't nod. I just say, you should try it sometime. And I mean it. So what's your real height?
Hold on, say it again. I fucked it up.
Feminist stories. Still believe in equality, but now. When someone says, men have it easy, I don't nod. I just say, you should try it sometime. And I mean it.
What channel is this, man? What is this? 4chan Diaries? This is tough. This is tough, bro. Look at the comments. We expect men to chase but punish them when they arrive breathless. For an AI, that was pretty damn deep. Sometimes we don't get compliments for weeks. For the average guy, try years. Fake. Men don't get that many matches in apps. What would drive me crazy when I was on dating apps was the women having don't just say hi on their profile. And their first response to my message would be hi. Just mostly losers who don't meet our standards, so why should we settle? Completely misses the entire point of the last moment. As a woman, I've tried those apps to get female friends too. Never again. Their description, I'm dying to meet anyone. Their behavior, you're lucky if I won't get offended by your first question. We don't get creeped on. We walk down the street minding our own business. A woman appears walking. Damn it, she's going where I'm going. Internally panic that she thinks I am creeping. I just want to go home and play Call of Duty. Walk down a random place so as not to alarm her. Get lost. Spend 20 extra minutes trying to get home. Yep, easy. That was dope, man. That was dope. Like I said, I don't know if this shit was true or not, but it don't matter, dog, because I speak to bros enough. I speak to y'all enough, and I've heard plenty of damn near identical experiences such as this, where, you know, it's rough. It's rough out here. You know what I mean? But, you know, fuck these hoes. Just do you. That's it.